What's up, fellow toy collectors, fellow Funko Pop hunters, fellow movie buffs, and Star Wars fans in general. Now, some big news dropped yesterday. They finally announced that there will be an Obi Wan standalone film. Now, for us big Star Wars fans who pay attention to what's going on, we read the tabloids, we kind of got our ear out and our eyes out, peeking around the internet for little morsels of information. We already knew that this was happening eventually. This doesn't come as a big, humongous surprise to us. Like, we knew there was going to be a standalone film. But what we didn't know for sure is when it will be announced. But it was just announced yesterday, which I found kind of odd. Now, I'm not one to complain, and don't take this as a complaint. I'm happy that it got announced, period. But yeah, I'm happy that it just got announced, period, But for those of you who maybe attended Comic-Con, like SDCC, or the D23 Expo, I could see why you guys would be upset. Now, I didn't go, so it doesn't make a big difference to me. But for those of y'all who spent all that money to go to D23, and these different expos and these different conventions, I know it must kind of be a slap in the face for y'all. D23 was just about, maybe a month, 2 months ago, and you held out and didn't announce this or make this announcement until now. Shouldn't y'all have made a D23? I mean, I don't know. I could just see why people would be upset about that, because you spend all this money, you go there and your hopes are high that you're going to hear some new information, things like that, and they just wait until a month or two after the convention and then release the information. But we all knew it was coming anyway, but I could see why people would be frustrated about that. I've seen a lot of people frustrated online about that, and even though the movie doesn't come out till 2020, you better believe they got a lot of things. The ball's already rolling on this film. I would say there's already a script out there. Now, I know you might say, hey, well, it's only August of 2017. The movie doesn't come out till sometime in 2020. Yeah, I understand that, but this isn't a regular film. This is the Obi Wan standalone film. And best believe Kathleen Kennedy and the people at Lucasfilm and the people at Disney already know what they want to do with this film. I'm not going to say the script is all the way fleshed out, to the last minor detail, but best believe there's an outline that's already on the table, and they already kind of know what direction they're going to go with and what they're going to do. Now, from what I know, Ewan McGregor is coming back to reprise his role as Obi-Wan, and that's definitely exciting. I didn't want to see them cast another person. For those of us that grew up during the prequel era, I meant, that was, the young Obi-Wan. And I wouldn't want to see them recast the character and then we got 3 different on-screen Obi-Wans. I didn't want to do that. I'm glad that Ewan McGregor is coming back. Now, there's already a director attached to the film, but I'm not even going to mention his name. I'm not going to talk about him or none of that. Not because I have a problem with him, but just because I know how these movies go. And who knows, by next week we might have 2 different directors attached to the film. And I'm just not going to speculate on all that right now because it's too soon. And I know how things change. And best believe these directors on these movies, they don't have as much say-so as directors on other movies. These Lucasfilm, Kathleen Kennedy, Disney, they know what they want to do with the film, and you come in and you basically do what they say. So directors are very replaceable on these films. But I want to know, what are you guys hoping for from this movie? My hopes are extremely high right now. There's a good gap of space, in between the Revenge of the Sith and A New Hope. There's a pretty big gap there. Like, Obi-Wan could have been doing all type of things. And what I wanted to ask from you guys is, do you think this would be just a one standalone film like Rogue One, or do you think this would be maybe a standalone trilogy? There's so many years in between those 2 movies that I feel like you could flesh it out, maybe 3 films, 2 or 3 films at least, to see what's really going on. Also, do you think there'll be an actual villain for this movie? Honestly, I would like to see him fight Darth Maul again. I think that would be dope, even if his Darth Maul was like half a body. I think that would be awesome, but yeah, we got to 2020, so we got about 2.5 to 3 years of speculation here. You know, this is just early talks, but I'm super, super duper excited. I know all of you Star Wars fans are excited. It's not like we didn't know this was coming, but it was kind of like, y'all, come on, just tell us what's up. But I feel like because Ewan McGregor is coming back to reprise the role, that the Obi Wan film won't be as hard to do as the Han Solo standalone film, because you actually got someone that people already identify as Obi Wan, you know, being Obi Wan. It's not like you had to replace Harrison Ford, you know, like they had to do for the Han Solo movie. And I know that's got to be difficult. And they've run into a lot of problems there. And there's just a lot going on the set of that movie. I know it's going to be great. I'm just saying, I don't think they're going to have as many problems with the Obi-Wan film. And maybe that's why they're waiting so long to announce it. But finally, it's been clarified. Now we know for a fact, don't have to speculate no more. That should be the next standalone film coming. But like I said, there's so many things that they could do. Who knows what's going to happen? All you can do is think, speculate. You know, there's going to be so many different theories out there. I'm pretty sure there's already some out there. I haven't really looked into that yet, but definitely glad it got announced. Definitely glad Ewan McGregor is reprising his role. Like, what do you guys think about this? Do you think this should have been announced at D23? Even if you didn't go to D23, put yourself in the position of someone who did and spent, you know, a lot of money to be there. And you know, a lot of those people at D23 aren't there for Mickey Mouse. Let's be honest. They're there for the Marvel and Star Wars properties. So, you know, if you paid all the money to be there, wouldn't you want this to be announced then instead of now? That's like going to San Diego Comic-Con and they don't show you the Infinity War trailer, but they drop the trailer, you know, 2 weeks after Comic-Con. That would suck. But for us, people who didn't go there, it's not a big deal. But yeah, just want to touch base on that real quick. For all of you who didn't know, it's coming, 2020. Get your lightsabers ready. There's going to be a whole lot of Obi Wan cosplays coming soon. I'm telling you, I think the movie is going to be great. There's just so much they could do with this. Obi Wan is such a dope character to me. And I always wondered, like, even before Force Awakens and stuff like that, I always wondered, like, what the hell was Obi-Wan doing all these years? I know he wasn't just, like, sitting there watching Luke. I mean, I know he was keeping an eye over Luke, but you gotta believe he got into a lot of adventures himself. All type of stuff, like who knows what. And now we're about to find out. And I'm honestly hoping that it's not just a one film, you know? I don't want it to just be one film. I think they could stretch this out a couple. You know, maybe that's me asking too much. Maybe y'all disagree. Let me know how you feel in the comments below. But yeah, just want to touch base with you guys about that real quick. Be sure to like this video. Be sure to subscribe. When any more news comes out, we'll be here to talk about it. Stay tuned for more toy hunts, more toy reviews, Blu-ray hunts, movie reviews, all that is what you can expect from my channel. As you can see, I'm a big Star Wars fan here. I love me some Star Wars. And Obi-Wan is one of my favorite characters. But yeah, like this video, be sure to subscribe. And as always, may the Force be with you. And you have a good day, YouTube.